folks, Chris from Maple Street Guitars here, and today we're taking a look at a pedal from the fine folks over at Fender that has really impressed me recently. It's their Tre-Verb pedal. This combines both reverb and tremolo into one unit. Each side of this has 3 different settings for 3 different reverbs and 3 different tremolos you're able to blend together, use separately, however you like. On the reverb side, we have their 63 spring reverb, similar to an actual spring reverb tank. 65 spring reverb, that's similar to what you would find on one of their 65 blackface Fender Deluxe reverbs, for example, as well as a studio-style plate reverb. Then on the tremolo side, we have the nice choppy opto tremolo, the smoother bias tremolo, and the old-school kind of Fender, tweed brown face harmonic style tremolo, which adds some nice modulation, almost akin to a univibe in a lot of ways. So we're going to take a listen to how all of these sound, both independently and together, and see what you think. So before we get into the sounds of the pedal, I want to point out a couple other features that I think are really great about these pedals. For one, the anodized chassis is super sturdy, super durable. I imagine these will stand up to years of abuse on the road or at home. Also, all of these knobs feature LEDs, so if you're a musician that plays live, you know how tough it can be sometimes to see where your pedals are set on dark stages. This takes care of that, and if you don't want the extra lights blinding you, you can turn that right off. Additionally, you have a switch for the path of these 2 effects, so you can run into the tremolo first, followed by the reverb, to get a more blended sound where the reverb is really nice and full. The tremolo may be a bit more subtle, or you can do the opposite, run the reverb into the tremolo, where the tremolo is going to have a much more dramatic effect. The reverbs will be kind of coming in and out with that tremolo. Really cool. Before, in order to get that kind of sound, you needed to have individual pedals so you could change the order up, so having the option to flip them around on this, I think is a really smart decision from Fender. For today's demo, we're going to play this pedal with a Fender American Professional Telecaster with the V-Mod pickup set, this particular one in a nice crimson red finish, and we're going to be playing through a Supro Comet 110 amplifier to get a lower wattage, 6 watts, keep the tone knob at noon, turn the trem and reverb on the amp off so that all you're hearing is what the pedal does. So first we're going to take a look at the reverb side. As I mentioned, we have 3 different settings, the 63 spring, 65 spring, and plate. So I'm going to keep all of the controls at noon, the tone, dwell, and blend, so you can hear what each of those distinct reverb sounds has to offer. Next, we're going to take a look at the tremolo side of this pedal, and again, we're going to keep all those knobs at noon, level, rate, depth, so that you can really hear the differences between each of the tremolo models in here. And to close things out, let's hear how both sides sound on at the same time with a few different settings, as well as setting the path on each different mode. So that does it for the Fender Tre-Verb. What did you think? I myself have been really impressed with this one. I think having both of these effects that you would commonly find on amplifiers in one pedal, I think is really nice. You know, if, for example, say you didn't like the tremolo or reverb effects on your amp, you could easily replace them with sounds that you like more. Or if your amp doesn't have those effects, being able to get both of those things in one box is really, really great. So I think Fender really knocked it out of the park with the Tre-Verb. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to find out more about this pedal, come see us at Maple Street Guitars here in Atlanta, Georgia, or find us on the web. We're available on Facebook and Instagram, as well as maplestreetguitars.com. My name's Chris. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.